This is Big Drewski. You're listening to the Little Tangerine Show, or you might be listening to this on the Big Drewski Show. I don't know. Who knows? Welcome. If you guys have not already, make sure you click like, click subscribe, check out www.bigdrewski.com where we have some new merch, baby. You can use code REDSHIRT to get 15% off. Look, we got hats, we got Deviled Egg Squad shirts, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, shameless plugs out of the way. If you guys have not already, make sure you go back and listen to the previous episode, the Memorial Day episode. We had some pretty good fun on that one. But yep, I've got my buddy Casper and my long time buddy. That sounded a little suggestive. My long term buddy Josh the Mechanics on here too. We're fully committed and fully monogamous. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, we're just hanging out. I mean, honestly, unless you like, watching cars go in circles, there's not much going on with sports other than college baseball this week. So we're just hanging out, chit-chatting.
Yes, we are.
Not real sure where we're going to go with this, but we're just going to hit record and full send and just, throw some mustard on a biscuit and just freedom stomp the pedal into.
I need to ask you two dum-dums a quick question.
Oh, God.
My Facebook here, I'm trying to pick some different left turns also at the same time. But my Facebook here, I got this invite to this group, and something about Black Panthers. Now, I thought the Black Panthers was a political movement. I didn't know y'all were involved. I was just curious if somebody could, fill me in on this mythical creature, the Black Panther.
First off, Kanye West's dad was a Black Panther. True story. That is a true story. Second off, it is a comic book movie as well.
It's garbage. Don't watch it.
I've never seen it. Never seen it. But no, Black Panthers, Casper, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but they exist in Northern America. It hasn't been proven yet.
Okay.
But yeah, they exist in Northern America, specifically Southern Louisiana. It's not been documented.
Northern Louisiana.
Oh, Northern Louisiana, somewhere around West Monroe. It has been spotted 2 times.
Your geography sucks. I just want to let you know that. For a truck driver, your geography is pretty bad.
Louisiana is all southern to me because it's, southwestern. I do know that there is a difference between North LA and South LA, though. I do know that.
That is sure.
Northern LA, they're kind of like, hey, buddy, how's it going? South LA, Oh, but yeah, no, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if this is where you want to be when Jesus comes back or which side of the track you're on, but Black Panthers exist in Northern America. They've been spotted twice in Northern Louisiana. It's a thing, and we're just trying to get the word out. We're just finally we have a cause that we can believe in, that everybody can believe in. So
we trying to hunt these things, or we hunting the Black Panthers now?
We're just
open season.
We're all about just proof and science. Proving that they exist, spottings.
Okay. So we're not trying to hurt them though. We're just trying to see them.
I mean,
trying to get a video.
Videos and pictures. That's choice number one. We do not intend to shoot to kill, but if that's what it takes to prove that they exist, I'm not going to say no.
Understood.
But yes, no, that I can't even remember the name of my own group, but yeah, I think it's called like Black Panthers are real. I don't know. I'll look it up while Josh is
7 more members, and I'll consider joining.
37.
Sup?
Might be a bit high, but
he's here finally. God, where have you been, son?
What are we talking about? Oh, hated Vol fan. Missed the whole first episode, but he is here. Freaking love it. We're talking about Black Panthers. They do exist.
Yeah, they do not exist.
Well, they exist, but like, you know, they're not just in Carolina though.
Just because you believe doesn't mean they're real. Okay.
Well, hey,
Listen, this is not the Polar Express, by God. Okay.
here, hold on. I'm just gonna. It's my freaking show. I'm just gonna show the daggum page. Hold on.
I'll just leave your show then.
No, I just mean we're gonna
10:30 on a Thursday.
We're gonna show it. Hold on.
So I'm Black Panther.
And we need a producer is what we need.
We really do. I don't need to be working on these screens.
We ain't got time for this nonsense. I'm gonna have to start hosting.
Where's it at? Let me see here. We're just trying to get through. Hold on.
So here's the question, Joshua. He's looking this up. Are you a real believer in the thing, in the Black Panthers?
I'm going to say undecided because I've never seen one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know.
So you actually believe in science, not Cy Robertson?
Well, TWRA also says that there isn't a mountain lion in the state of Tennessee, but I can verify that is false information. I have personally seen 2 of them, and one of them being because there was a bullet that went through. So I can vouch that there is mountain lions in Tennessee, and they say that there isn't. So there could be Black Panthers in northern North America.
Okay. It is called Black Panther Believers is the group because they do exist.
What were you thinking with that group name?
And where did you get that?
Hey, listen, son, AI, it's taken over. But yeah, so listen, I mean, we can talk about whether or not things exist or, whether or not they don't. Listen, if Bama can claim championships that they didn't play, by God, we can talk about Black Panthers. That's all I'm saying. Hated Ball fan says, how about that softball team going to the Women's College World Series? Hell yeah.
They'll lose first round to Oklahoma or something.
We do tend to screw it up when it comes to playoffs, but
I do have family going though, actually, believe it or not.
Was it? No, it was somebody that you knew was going. That's right. Well, I mean,
from work. Somebody I know from work is, but also have family going as well.
But yeah, no, Black Panthers. I've never seen one, but I need something to believe in. At least for another year and a half.
I'll set a trap with these chicken nuggets that are left over tonight. I'll let you know how it goes.
I don't know what they eat. I mean, they're elusive. Okay.
Yeah. They're elusive Sasquatch, by God. Yeah, elusive. That's the word.
They're elusive, but they're a little bit more, under the radar than Sasquatch. Sasquatch is all, flash and frills and, it's kind of sexy to run after Bigfoot and Sasquatch and all that, and the Chupacabra and all that. But the Black Panther is not for the faint of heart. But
all I'm saying is, what if I'm an undercover Sasquatch? We've already confirmed that I'm freakishly tall.
Well, no, sir, we have not confirmed that. It has been disputed.
Okay. I was confirmed.
Any hair whatsoever, so I mean,
hey, maybe I put on some suit just for y'all.
Maybe.
I have been told before that I have beautiful hair.
Don't bring your mom into this, okay? Don't bring your mom into.
God, that hurt. Oh, man. Ouch.
Casper's the only guy that I know that, brags about how all of his teachers loved him, but he's homeschooled. Oh.
He was the best kid in his class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Graduated at the top of his class, man.
I did not.
Just because he was taller than everybody else. For those of you that don't,
everything I do.
For those of you that don't understand the reference, in the last episode, Casper's height was called into question. And I mentioned that he was 6'7", and some people have tried to debate that.
Bama fan, by God.
I was
Doesn't
gonna
that
try to.
explain?
I was going to try to pull that picture up of where you're like towering over me at the Bassmaster Classic, which, by the way, Justin Martin was at, who's also a anti-Black Panther believer. So you guys would have that in common, I guess. But
Anti-Black Panther. You're really gonna get this show took off the internet if you don't watch it.
yeah, I know it's
We'll just talk
somewhere.
about Target now, and then we'll really get going. I mean, come on now.
Tarjay. I personally have. I've personally not walked into Target in probably 3 years, and that's not because of anything political. It's just because, I'm not a big fan of Target.
It's overpriced, and they have more stuff at Walmart. I mean, it's
not to mention too. I ain't gonna walk anywhere where wearing a Snuggie and Crocs is unacceptable. Just kidding.
that's right.
I only know one person with a
Oh, yeah.
Snuggie.
I can confirm to y'all that people at Walmart, 97% of those pictures come from Walmart at Clinton Highway and Norris Freeway. I'm just telling you, 97%.
I just realized I'm wholeheartedly disappointed in us for not mentioning Matchlight Charcoal one time during the Memorial Day episode.
There was a lot of grilling topics that I had that we didn't get into, such as what is the preferred grill, and then what is the preferred grilling fuel, and then how do you start it? I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take our first break, and that sounds like titillating talk that we can talk about here in a second. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I mean, we can take a 5-second break or whatever if everybody's loaded up, ready to go, not, whatever.
I'm good.
Josh, are you good? You got any more burgers you need to stuff in 4 seconds?
No, man.
Okay. So we'll go. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Big Drewski here. You listen to the Little Tangerine Show or possibly the Big Drewski Show. You could also be watching this on the socials. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I said that already. TikTok's over there behind my shoulder somewhere because I'm sticking it to the man. I've got my good buddy Josh Samikinik. I've got my good buddy Casper, who's too cool for school and already bored with this podcast. Just kidding. Also, I'm pretty proud of myself. I worked titillating into the conversation before we went to break. So, that vocabulary toilet paper is really paying off. Just kidding. Oh, we are like completely going just 100% off the rails, no notes on this one because there's just not a lot going on. Casper and Josh are about to get into the ins and outs of grilling. What grills to use. I don't know why I'm echoing all of a sudden. What grills not to use. Should you flick it with your right hand? I don't know. They're going to get into it. Yeah. I apparently haven't grilled in like 7 years, therefore my opinion's not important.
That's accurate, indeed. So, Josh, I think there's 4 different types of grills, and we'll see if you agree. You have the griddles, like your Blackstone. You got the pellet grills, Traeger, Pit Boss, Camp Chef, Yoder, Green Mountain, whatever you want to call it. There might actually be 5, but we're not even going to talk about the 5th one because they suck anyways. But you have your standard gas, and then you got charcoal. All right, that's where we're at. So, what is your like on a weeknight? Not like for a weekend, like long time cooking. Like, what is your go-to preferred grill method? Actually, let me ask you this. First of all, how many of those do you own?
So I own a natural gas grill. I own a propane gas grill, a griddle, smoker, charcoal, 2 charcoals. Sorry. Yeah, and 1 smoker. So I have every one of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why you're a good person to have this conversation with. So, Like, what's your go-to on a Tuesday night? Which I know you're traveling now, but let's just say hypothetically on a Tuesday night, what's your go-to?
It would definitely be the griddle. It's the easiest to clean up. It cooks the fast. Food tastes phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
What
you
about
can cook anything on them too, which is nice. I
Oh.
like that. So, my go-to would definitely be just like the charcoal kettle grill, straight up. Like that's my go-to. It's fastest, and all that. But so this is the next question we really got to get into. And T Fitty's not here to defend himself. For those of you that don't know, he was on one episode one time. We talk about him every week. He's an idiot, and he uses Matchlight charcoal. So, Josh, what I want to ask you is, when you try to start your charcoal, what is your step-by-step process?
So the charcoal comes in a bag. It does not have lighter fluid on it or in it.
Thank
So
you.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What? Sorry, I really want to do a spit take. Okay, continue. While I clean up.
So everyone's got the little can things that has all the you pour your charcoal in it and you light it and you get them to turn white, right? You
Yeah.
stick
Talking about like the chimney?
Chimney.
chimney.
Yeah.
So I always cut a sliver of the bag that the charcoal comes in. I'll stick it into the chimney. I'll pour my charcoal into it. I'll light that the piece of the bag. It'll get the charcoal, turn it from black down to a nice white color. It's like grayish white. You'll see the coal starting to heat up and get nice and red. Pour it into the grill, put the grate on it, and go to cooking. It's ready to go.
I like that.
How
I like
about you?
that. I'm a big fan of that. I do that. It's basically the same thing. I will say, sometimes I use lighter fluid cubes in the form of Weber. You stick them underneath it, light it, just shoots a flame up through your chimney, gets it started pretty good. But like you, I've done it with newspaper. Honestly, any kind of paper you got laying around, charcoal bag, whatever's fine. So, no lighter fluid needed. If you buy lighter fluid, you're not a grill dad. Basically, is what I'm saying. If you use lighter fluid, you're not a grill dad. You don't have the right to wear white New Balances. So, just want to get that out of the way. But do what?
You can taste the lighter fluid.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, dude.
you can't taste the difference. Oh God.
Isn't he also just scorched 2 steaks?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can get into that too, but I don't know. So, what was the other grill things we were talking about, Drew? So we got that out of the way. So this is the next one because we're kind of doing their grill thing. So, like, quality of food, like charcoal, gas, pellet. What's the best quality? I know that the easiest is definitely the Easy Bake Oven, right? I mean, we're in agreement on that. Okay. But like, what is the best taste?
It's not even one that you mentioned. It's the old school smoker, the traditional wood smoker.
Stick burner.
Yeah, stick burner.
Yeah.
You actually chop up your own hickory wood, you stick it in there, get it going, a nice slow smoke. That's honestly got the best flavor.
See, I actually agree with that. And I had a stick burner and then I sold it to somebody. So now I'm lonely and don't have one anymore.
Yeah.
But when I buy a house, I'm buying one that's trailer sized. So,
there's actually a company in Knoxville that are very beautiful, and
I've seen them. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Okay, is it B&B or R&B or something like that? T and R. I don't know. I've seen them on Facebook. They're pretty bomb.
I watch and I get a chubby every time.
Yeah. That's why I can't stand up to go get another drink right now, man. Anyways, yeah. So I'm all about those as well.
So if you guys are watching, to call.
But,
okay, continue.
Yeah, they're. I mean, honestly, dude, their grills look so good. They put like off-road tires on the trailers and stuff too. Like yeah.
Copperhead
The-
Road one. Did you see it? It made like look like a
maybe.
bicycle.
Here's the only situation I would end up if I bought one of their smokers. That'd be like, I only got a $20,000 truck. Can I buy $100,000 smoker? It might not look right, going to the campground. Sorry, that's a
Only if
bad
you get it detailed.
Honestly, dude, those smokers are not that expensive.
They're not really not. I mean, one of them, one that I really liked was he called like the Moonshiner Edition or something like that, or Copperhead Road Edition. I think it was like $4,200.
Yeah, they're really not bad.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Worth it.
and they'll probably give you a cash deal too. Let's be honest, but yeah, I mean, I would totally buy one of those if I had somewhere to put it. They're pretty cool, but yeah, so I agree that's the best flavor, and I'm glad you caught that because I kind of was leaving that out on purpose. Like tonight, I'm going straight easy bake oven for the brisket. I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
I'm put it on there, forget it.
going to a conversation. Now, this might have been Casper's next question, but talking about quality, does it matter in your opinion? So, like, if someone can only cook the highest possible dollar amount meat that money can buy, is it? I mean, if you know what you're doing, should you be able to cook, a high quality piece of meat the same way that you do something that you get at, just Food
Kroger.
City or Walmart or
Choice
Kroger or
brisket.
wherever?
Yeah, that
Choice.
choice brisket that I bought yesterday. I know what you're talking about. That's a good question. I don't know if you know what you're doing. I don't think personally. I feel like if you know what you're doing and you follow the right steps and you can look at the piece of meat that you're cooking and diagnose it through a process. I don't think it matters. I think it may not be as good, but like it'll still be edible, good enough to eat. I mean, delicious.
I'm a firm believer that you can take what would be considered a not so good piece of meat and make it taste fantastic if you're a good enough chef or cook, grill master, dad.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, like, I guess to be fair, if you took, like, say, like, I don't know, like a Wagyu level meat and you took a choice meat, you cooked them exactly the same, seasoned them exactly the same, whatever. Like, obviously, if you get some top shelf meat, like, it might edge out if you did everything exactly the same a little bit. But I don't agree with those people that basically say, like, oh, it's got to be top shelf meat, best of the best. Like you say, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing.
Well,
I mean,
Wagyu and compare it to another piece of meat. If you take a Wagyu steak and you take let's say a ribeye, but you get a really fatty ribeye, you can about get the taste very, very similar. If you can get the marbling right, the aging right on the ribeye, you can get them to taste almost the same. You don't have to spend the $100 an ounce for a piece of steak when you get a good aged ribeye and make it taste the same.
Yeah, I agree. These people that only buy the best meat, that make less than $1 million a year, but they buy $300 briskets and $300 turkeys and chickens and all this stuff because they don't want anybody to be thinking their food's not good. Like if you suck at cooking, like, hey, you got to have the best in the game. If you suck at cooking, you got to get the best starting point you can get, right? I mean, just saying. Nothing like trying to replicate a video of some award-winning pitmaster either. It's all about replication if you're a good chef. Okay, that's what I heard. I'm just gonna let y'all know I didn't look at a single recipe to make this brisket that's in the fridge. It's probably gonna be terrible. I'm not replicating nothing. I just, I went, bought one, trimmed it, put a little bit of hot sauce and mustard for the binder. Hot sauce and mustard. I did a little mix this time.
What kind of hot sauce did you use?
Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
pretty basic.
try next time. It's called Tennessee Sunshine. It's a really good hot sauce.
I'm pretty sure somebody else told me about that this week as well, but we're not going to mention him. But yeah, so I mean, I did the one with just hot sauce one time, but I felt like the bark didn't turn out good, so I went ahead and did mustard too.
Yeah.
I like the flavor that the hot sauce adds; it's pretty good.
You're talking about the last time when you gave us some of it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did give you some of it that time, but I don't know if it's the last time. It might have been 2 times ago. Not exactly sure.
It's good. Any more grilling questions? Casperoni.
Do what, Josh?
We was talking about making. We was talking a minute ago about taking not as good meat and making it taste fantastic.
Giggity.
Have you cooked like a old? I'm not talking like meat that's been sitting in the freezer forever. That's freezer burnt. I'm talking like an 8-point buck that's older than 5 or 6 years old, and you've harvested that deer, and you take it and you cook it, and obviously a yearling, a young deer, it's gonna be more tender, more juicy, than an older deer. It's gonna be tough, but you can take that older deer meat, like a deer steak, or that money meat, that backstrap, and you can make it taste pretty good. Not as good as a yearling, but you can get it pretty close.
Yeah.
How to cook it up.
Yeah. You know what to do. It's all about knowing what to do. I mean, like, you're not going to take like a bottom round and make it taste like a fillet. Like, that's not going to happen. But I mean, you can make it good.
Yeah. I mean, you got what people always want to like compare like a sirloin to a filet mignon. You got to look at the muscle content, the fat content, how the fibers in the meat is going to break down. I mean,
yeah,
you can compare those two steaks.
Yeah, that's the basic point we're trying to get at is if you're not, if you think you have to buy $100 of meat every time you fire up your smoker every other year when you use it, probably can't cook very good. That's pretty much what
one of my favorite videos was that one where the dude's like, okay, I've been doing this for 20 years. This is how you cook a brisket. And he's like, take a brisket, season it. And he takes like a handful and just slaps it on it. He's like, all right, now throw it on the grill.
Like, yes.
Like,
yes.
You get, I mean, as a general blanket statement, though, it's like, man, cooking in general, whether it's grilling, just cooking in the kitchen, like, I think some people just try to do way too much, man. Like with meat, like a little bit of salt, like if you're not sure, but a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe some garlic, whatever. But like some people try to do too much, man. It's like, golly.
My brisket, salt, pepper, garlic. That's it. Nothing
I mean,
else.
honestly, so like with ribs or whatever, like, I mean, it's not, I think to me, what sets it apart, I mean, feel free, I mean, it's open discussion, but I think a lot of times what separates it is not so much the seasoning, it's the prep work. Like if you don't trim the fat when you need to trim the fat, or if you whatever, like if you're doing ribs, and I think a lot of it's in the prep.
You get lazy and don't take the membrane off the back.
Yeah, I did that last time. Dude,
sorry, buddy.
The last time I went to grill, I don't even remember what happened, but like I remember, I think I had to like run.
We're not going to talk about what happened because that's not going to go good for you.
Well, it was, so that was like the first time I'd grilled in a while. I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to do like a full spread. And then I had intended on waking up, doing a little bit of prep and stuff. And I think I ended up having to like run to Walmart or something, got stuck out, come back. And it was just like a mess right from the grip. But yeah, but no, like prep work goes a long way. How you trim the fat goes a long way. I mean, Because I mean that prep work will get if you don't do that prep work, that's how you burn a steak too crisp. Trying to cook sides while you're got a
Yeah.
steak on the grill. I mean,
Also, I just want to go ahead. Grilling foul number one is if you walk away from your meat and it gets burnt. You just didn't know what you were doing. I mean, straight up. But
especially if you do that to go fix sides, like bro, that's
yeah, I mean, especially if it's a steak. Jeez,
It's a steak. How long is it going to be on the grill?
who leaves a $20 steak on the grill unattended?
That's ridiculous.
I don't.
especially on high heat.
I mean, well, what it is, it's the match like catching up to. I mean, that's.
It's funny because like anybody that listens to this show, if you've listened for a while, you should have figured out by now that we drop nuggets just to see if specific people are listening sometimes. No, Neyland Stadium's always been 102,000. It's never changed.
Where's the shirt? I want the shirt. That's your assignment for Monday. If you go to work on Tuesday and you haven't made that shirt, you're done.
What was it? It's supposed to say 102. What was it?
I want 102, whatever that full number is down. I think it's like 102,044, something like that. Look it up. I want that, and then I want on the back. I did the fucking research.
I feel like I'm gonna have to put 102K.
No,
I've got to make a shirt to where I don't look like I'm ignorant. Is the problem? Like I've got to not look stupid, but like either 102K or it's I don't know. We'll have to talk about it, but because somebody's gonna be scrolling and be like, "Well, this guy's stupid," but not understanding the inside joke there.
It doesn't matter. That'll be fine. I'll buy the shirt.
I know I'll sell at least one.
That'll be more than the Egg Squad shirts.
I did the effing research.
Yes, that's got to go on the back though.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. All right. Well, any more grilling quandaries that didn't make it to the Memorial Day? This is is this Memorial Day extended cut? Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. If you hadn't already, click like, click subscribe. Okay, so we got.
Go to bed.
I mean, that's up to y'all. I'm going to be up for a while.
I'm gonna be up too. I need to go start this grill, I guess.
Ooh, so I mean, how much time do you think you need?
Oh, I mean, I just need to walk over and hit the button. I'm just trying to decide
Bake tonight, baby.
if I'm ready to do it or not.
I said he's doing the easy bake tonight.
Oh yeah, we could talk about like low key because I've seen that circulating. Like that's a hot topic issue, but it's basically like if you use a pellet smoker, it's not really grilling. Like I've seen that circulated around on some pages or whatever. I mean, we can talk about that.
People can say what they want to do, but like, I mean, come on. You get the smoke plate and
I mean,
boys, I got mesquite pellets today for the first time ever.
they're good.
Mesquite. You know how I got mesquite pellets?
How'd you
Put
do
some hickory in the hopper and I jizzed all over them.
mesquite, skeet.
Wow, I said that live on the internet. Damn it.
I sort of say we are still alive, but I mean, hey, this is why you should, follow and watch, I guess, because you get golden nuggets like this.
So, it's brisket tonight. Are you, what kind of pellets are you using?
Mesquite.
Mesquite, so you really are using mesquite.
Yeah, I bought mesquite pellets. They had them at Lowe's first time I ever seen them. They're Pit Boss brand. We'll see if they're any good.
They're good. I've got
I haven't used mesquite since I had my stick burner. So, but
See, that's the whole joke. It's actually just regular pellets. It's just he just put a little of mesquite on it. Oh god. Dude, the brakes, I swear, one of these days I'm going to release a video of nothing but the brakes. Mesquite, skeet, skeet.
Please do not release anything about Mesquite. Please do not. I'm begging you to not do that. My mother's on Facebook with a lot of time to spare.
Well, we won't do that. Well, so do you need to go light the grill?
I mean, probably. Hold on just a second.
I mean, I'm good because, like I said, I'm going to be up for a while. So it's really up to y'all. Like, we can do one more segment and wrap it up, or we can, it's don't matter to me. I just finally got a decent buzz going.
No, that was hard.
Or
You say, Josh?
I said, Casper, the next time you do a brisket, try that cherry rum pellets from Pit Boss.
Try what?
Cherry rum.
They
do. It really puts a different flavor to the brisket. It's good.
Is it from Walmart?
Yeah, you can get them at Walmart. It's Pit Boss brand.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Joshy, me and Casper were talking about W sauce, how neither of us have tried it, and I was like,
dude.
I was like, bro, like, honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I listened to it, but the duck call room may have put that on the map, dude.
Yeah, that you can have.
I was telling Casper, like, dude, like, legit, they've been talking about that for over probably like a year and a half, and whoever owns it or whatever sent it to him, just sent it to him in a bottle, and they're like, oh, dude, this stuff's fire. Like, so they may have actually put it on the map. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would like some of that. I kind of want to try it on chicken. I almost got some of the hot kind and almost used as a binder on this brisket, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of ballsy for the first shot. So
that sounds freaking good, though.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad, but it could.
Casper,
I was just afraid it would be too hot.
How you doing on time?
I mean, what do you mean? How am I doing on time?
Well, like I was telling Josh, like, I'm going to be up for a while, so I mean, we can wrap it. We can do this segment and wrap it up. We can do two. I mean, it don't matter to me.
Probably. I mean, honestly, probably do this one and wrap it up. I should probably go lay down on the couch. I've got kids, so.
Yeah. Okay. So, what time are you? Like 8:20, 8:15? What are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, sorry, 11:20, 11:15.
Yeah. I mean, just do the next segment. I'm not that worried about it. Just whenever we get done with it.
Okay. So we're gonna say, whoops, wrong button.
I'm going to be boring here in anyways.
I was telling Joshy, I literally just finally got a halfway decent buzz going.
I might have to go. I'm a little worried about the smoke blowing in the garage, so I might have to go put the door down.
Well, I mean, if you need to jump up or whatever, I'm not sure where Joshy just went, though.
Him and Brooks having a party. She probably came across the yard yelling at him again.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and
text message.
Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and get rolling, and then, like I said, we're just. I mean, honestly, like Casper said, these normally go for a lot better than if we try. So, okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back. We are back from our break. Which, I mean, to be honest with y'all, if you're not following me and you're not in here on the breaks, you're really missing out because it gets pretty ignorant quick.
It gets real ignorant real quick. I hope none of y'all were actually listening to that. If you were, Mom, I'm sorry.
I said I'm sorry, Mama. Didn't mean to hurt you.
It's all right. Your dad, I guarantee your dad won't ever see
it. Dude, I don't know. Dude, I mean, with the exception of Josh, like, Josh is the only one whose lady actually watches these. I mean, my wife's like 30 feet away from me, but I mean, she hears it. But by the way, if
my wife might, it wouldn't surprise me.
She's low key just building a case.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, so pellet grills. Some people say that, it's not really grilling. Some people say it don't count. That's like I'm trying to think of the analogy I heard because it's pretty comical, but it was kind of like I think it was something to the extent of like pellet grill is the smoking or is to like grilling as like putting baby bumpers is to bowling or something. But what's y'all's feelings on that?
I mean, it's an easy bake oven. I've owned 3 of them, and I'll always own one.
So like I'm not hating straight, like I'm not throwing shade or anything. I consider it grilling,
I
but
don't.
but like I could understand why people are like, I mean, hell, like it's like putting it on autopilot or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I consider it smoking, but man,
well, yeah,
it's definitely a much lower form of it. A lot easier, especially if you got kids.
Oh,
do you lose respect for someone if their only
Yes,
grill is a pit
Yeah.
boss?
I do. Honestly, yeah.
Well, Josh,
Josh, you?
feel free to weigh in.
I don't like I don't. It doesn't bother me if that's their only grill, but I just want them to understand that a pit boss is not, you know.
He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
listen, I
he's
ain't gonna
like,
hate on you.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I ain't gonna talk smack about you or nothing. Like you seem like a nice guy, but if you got a pit boss, you're a baby back bitch. But listen,
No, that's not a pit boss. I love it.
I'm just kidding.
They cook for weddings on that sucker.
So
But at the same time, it's literally autopilot. I can go get on my app and I can check it on my phone and go to bed and let it cook all night.
so back in the day, me and a good buddy of mine, high school buddy, I was telling Casper about this the other day, but literally every single weekend, I'd roll over there 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We'd go fishing until we got tired, caught enough, didn't catch anything, whatever. We'd come back and grill. And we both sort of kind of learned to grill, honed our grilling skills, whatever, at the same time. Then I got my own grill, grilled for a long time, whatever. But, I always had a charcoal grill. But this is what I told Casper. I was like, dude, pit bosses are cool. But for one, I can't keep one where I'm at because it'd have to be outside all the time. And I've heard that's kind of bad for them. But for me, like I told Casper, I was like, dude, I want to get like either a charcoal grill or an actual smoker because I want to purposely like learn and hone that first before I go to a pit boss because it's like for one, I know that's kind of taking the easy route, but for two, I'm like, man, like I feel like you really need to grind it out on an actual smoker or a charcoal grill or what. It's kind of like Josh, you're a redneck. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but you know how like people say that you shouldn't go buy like a brand new bass boat right off the rip. Like you need to go buy a crappy John boat first and earn it. I don't know if that makes sense to some people, but so that was kind of my thing. I was like, dude, I want to get an actual smoker first, grind it out, learn it, and then I'll take the quote unquote easy route. But like I don't hate on anybody for having one, but I also am kind of like you said, it's like, I mean, you're smoking, but I mean, if your grill can text you though, I mean, it's on autopilot,
It is. But let's go back to when I was getting into smoking and cooking in general. My first actual grill I got at a state sale for $2, and it was an old charcoal smoker.
Yeah.
And I used that thing and learned how to smoke meats and I kind of like what you were saying, hone my skills in. And it took years. And I cooked on that thing, completely rusted into pieces. And it was a cast iron grill, and I cooked on it until it rusted.
Yeah.
It just couldn't stand anymore. So it really it killed me when it actually laid down on me. So I put my battle scars in on the old style, and I'm going to eventually get another one, like me and Casper was talking, a trailer style. So,
Yeah.
tailgating at the Tennessee games and go to the lake and stuff.
Yeah.
So, if someone has a pit boss, I get it for convenience. We've all got kids, we've got wives, and we got lives to live. And not everybody can sit next to the smoker all day and stoke a fire and check your temps and keep the wood stoked and keep wood cut up and do everything that it takes that it needs to keep that smoker going. Plus, finding good hickory wood nowadays that's good and seasoned that doesn't have a bunch of mold growth on it and moss, it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean, like you said, dude, I don't know, man. I guess if you've like never grilled before ever, I could see how maybe you'd want to start with the pit boss to like get into it or whatever. But like I said, in my case, I had like, my grill previously was like one of those like Dollar General, just like cheap ass charcoal grills or whatever. Now, when I used to like live at my dad's and stuff growing up, he had one of them big freaking charcoal grills, and then he had one that was like half charcoal, half grill, so it's like I've grilled a lot or whatever, but I just was like, man, like I said, dude, I knew going in, I was like, dude, if I go pit boss right off the rip, it's like there's no respect in that. But Casperoni,
Yes. Sorry,
I mean-
I was distracted by my pit boss.
he's like, by the way, speaking of Easy Bake Oven, I'm just kidding, but
Yeah.
no, I mean, in
No,
Casper's case though, he's got like 17 grills though, so
Yeah, I mean, I
he's goated. He's goated.
don't know that I'm goated, but I've definitely honed my skills on my fair share. The only real type that I haven't ever tried is a egg, and I'm just not interested. So
I haven't either. I'm not looking forward to spend $1,000 for a grill that's the size of my steering wheel.
I know,
I'm
but the
not
problem
for
is I'm gonna have to do it sometime because it's the only thing I got to learn left. So
Well, I mean, you kind of have the one grill that's sort of like an egg with a little prep table or something on it, though, ain't it?
no,
what's
it's a Weber kettle. It's a Weber Performer. It's just a kettle charcoal grill. I mean, it's not an egg. The egg is that ceramic stuff, dude. Those things are heavy.
Straight up, though, when you're getting older and turn it into your dad is when you walk into like Lowe's or Walmart, you get bricked up walking around the grills. like,
It's a problem.
like I remember when I was younger and I'd walk into like Home Depot or Lowe's and be like, "Oh my god, why are we in this wretched hellhole?" Now it's like, can I get a home? Yeah.
walk on the pools and and I'll get into the grill section and
Yeah, I mean it's a real problem. I've got too many expensive hobbies, but yeah, I guess this is kind of going to be called just the grilling episode. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Like
Memorial Day 2.0.
literally, I came in half cocked. And I was like,
grilling.
we
Call
came
it
in half.
Daytona of grilling.
Yeah, the Daytona of grilling. Yeah, we came in just kind of half cocked, like, okay, we're just going to hit record and talk, I guess. Like, shoot, I don't know. See what happens. And then Casper was like, dude, I took so many notes. Like, I took so many notes on grilling. So it was like, well, hell, we'll talk about grilling. I don't know. I'm good. Whatever. It worked out.
guys.
But
I'm glad that you did, though. It worked out fantastic.
yeah. Before we end this, I do want to let everybody here know I'm about to be on a hiatus from the show, as me and Big Drisky are no longer friends. He has fired me from the show.
Listen, the man wanted to be paid in beef jerky, and that is just like $13 or $14 a bag. Now I can't afford that. I mean, the beer is fine. I mean, he drinks like 27 cases of beer in like 37 minutes, but like the beef jerky, that's just, we got to draw a line in the sand somewhere. No, Casper's just, he likes watching cars go in circles and freaking,
You know what's sad? I'm going to miss for 4 weeks. I'm not going to watch cars go in circle one of those weeks. It's messed up. It's a problem. We're going to have to work on that.
Now Joshy has, he's thrown his hat in the race, so to speak, as far as like, hey, I'll
Yeah.
come on, but if you talk sports, I'm out. So
I just don't watch. I don't have enough time to watch them to have any kind of conversation about them.
yeah, I mean, Joshy watches. I mean, you watch Vols football, and you watch, maybe a little bit of NFL, but I mean, pretty much Vols football. But
Basketball, I don't care nothing about basketball. I'm not in Kentucky.
Kentucky sucks at basketball.
oh yeah, Casper's a Carolina boy.
Yeah, he's part of the Gays.
It's okay. He had to.
Sorry, somebody's shooting fireworks off.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about on the Memorial Day
It's
episode.
not even the holiday, damn it. It's not
Casper
even a
had
holiday.
to move a little further west so he could, be with people that actually know how to barbecue. But yeah, so Casper's going to be on a hiatus.
I do have one question back to cooking.
You said what?
I do have one question about cooking before we get off tonight. I just want to make sure I'm not weird, which I might be. I have a cast iron collection, and I mean a lot of cast iron. Old Wagner wares and stuff that's all been pre-seasoned. And, I have an addiction to them.
I mean, I don't personally think that's weird, but I mean,
That just means you're a woman. You belong in the kitchen. I mean,
whoa.
Never cast iron.
sorry.
Josh, is it acceptable to wash a cast iron skillet ever?
I will hurt you.
No, I mean you can just not soap, right?
No soap. Now, if
Yeah,
you
it's
take
hot water.
and you set it down over a fire or on a stove or however you want to do it,
Yeah.
and you take all the out of it with like a towel, you pour a cup of water in it, and then have the heat on it, and then let the water bubble up in it, wipe it out,
Yeah.
and then drop of oil, wipe it in there, and heat it
I
up.
know.
It dries.
Listen, the only person that's ever been on this call that doesn't know the proper way to take care of cast iron, who probably would use soap, is the same one that uses lighter fluid. That's all I'm saying. Like that.
I would not be.
I don't even think we currently have a cast iron skillet, which deeply depresses me.
Wait, hold on. What?
But we had one at one point, then we lost it in the move and whatever. But I never thought I'd reach a point in my life where I didn't have one. But
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I mean, I am. I deeply am. You think it would be this luscious body that I'm ashamed of, but no, it's the fact that we don't have a cast iron skillet in this house. So, you guys,
through, and I'll hook you up.
you guys have any parting wisdom?
Hey, listen, y'all go to bed. You got to be up early tomorrow. Monaco Grand Prix, Indy 500, Coke 600. We're gonna watch every lap. Shelby 100 is about to start right now too.
I know I told you when your wife popped out the kid that you're going to have to find a hobby, but I think you missed the mark.
This was before the kid.
Yeah. The cars go in circles.
Casper.
Monaco, they make right turns too.
Casper was literally at the beginning of Talladega Nights when they showed the kid going, I want to go fast. That was like they just took home footage of Casper when he was younger. True story.
Accurate, actually.
Where did your love of racing start? Like, I mean, did your dad take you to watch races, or I mean,
no. I think my granddad watched it pretty regular and went to some races, and then I guess I liked it, and they started buying me some Jeff Gordon stuff, and
and you was like, you know what, Rainbow Warrior. That's
my uncle took me to one race when I went to a race at Charlotte. Honestly, I think it was on Memorial Day weekend. Probably I was 10, 9, maybe something like that. And
you just
First one
walked
went to-
through and the cars took the first lap and you were like, can't fight this
Dale
feeling
Jr. was driving
anymore.
the Oreo number 3 car in the Bush race.
Ooh.
He wrecked.
That reminded me of that scene in freaking Step Brothers when they're like, yeah, we put, what was it?
What's
Like,
that, brothers?
oh God. He's like, yeah, we put, like, I don't remember what it was. It's like, we put Whiteout on a worm and it died. But I don't remember the line. Any parting words for anybody that might, for some reason, decide to listen to this?
I'm sorry if you made it this long.
If you have made it this long, you are a freaking champ. Because I mean, I'm getting to the point where I've finally hit a pretty good buzz. We talked about grilling the whole episode. Our wives are probably just disappointed entirely in whatever happened tonight here. It's yeah, it's bad.
Gotta go
So
by.
Casper's got to go watch his grill. Thank you guys for being here. Josh the Mechanic, appreciate you for being here. I'm totally fine with bringing you on, buddy. It's just, whenever we talk sports, I know you're going to be bored out of your mind. So, But until next time, I'm Big Drewski with Casper and Josh the Mechanic. You're listening to this on Little. If you haven't already, click like, click subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, we are out. Peace.